again, and welcome to Doing Life with Itzy on a Bitsy Budget. So we're starting in our next segment of a stress-free holiday season. And what we're going to do is we're going to start the list process. So sit down, get yourself a paper and something to drink, and we'll talk about a few things, and then I'll move to the next section. All right, the first thing we're going to kind of go over is what you've done so far is you've invited your guests, and you've made your first list, which is going to be who all you've invited, and then you're going to write whether they're coming or not in an RSVP way, or however you're doing your list. Like we said, it could be electronic or any way you want to keep up with your list, but you've got your list of people and whether they're coming or not that you're working on. All right, the next list I make is I plan my meal straight up front. I start thinking, okay, what am I going to serve for this? Again, it doesn't matter how many people are coming. I do a basic list first, and if I want to expand it or take off later, I do because of the amount of people, but I make my dinner list. So for me, I do a traditional Thanksgiving meal. I'm going to have turkey and dressing and cranberry sauce, and I'm going to have green bean casserole, but I'll also have a great salad. I'm going to give you the recipe for that's so easy, and I'm going to have Brussels sprouts instead of just the normal green bean casserole. So we're going to talk about whatever you wanted to have. At this point, you're going to make a list. So you want mashed potatoes and gravy, you want a turkey, you want dressing. Make your list, specific items. All right, then you need to decide, am I going to cook it all? A lot of times I prepare everything, and that is dependent on, number one, how many people I have coming. And number two, if I know that my guests that I'm having that year have to attend something else that day, I'm going to choose to make my dinner later in the day. In other words, a lot of times, on Thanksgiving, you'll say people are eating 3 times or they do a brunch. And so you want to give them enough time to get hungry again because the meal is so filling. So those are all things you take into consideration when you're planning what you're going to cook. All right, so you've got your basic list. Now you decide, do I want people to bring anything? So you need to control in some who is bringing what, or maybe your sister-in-law makes a great salad, so you ask her to bring the salad. Or maybe you call up and you say, listen, is there something you would like to cook to go along with Thanksgiving dinner? What you want to do is you want to make sure you don't have all vegetables, or you don't have all pies, desserts, or whatever. You want to balance it out where you're covering the meal items that you have on your list. So that's just a simple thing that you can do by talking to people and coordinating that. All right, our next segment is going to be on your decorations. So I'm going to go ahead and get my list ready, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about the type of decorations that you want to do and how to prepare that part of it where it's going to be no stress at the end of the day. All right, please, thank you again for watching the video. Please like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you on the next video.